Out of town, into the sun. I'm not gonna hurt your eyes, but we're going for a big surprise here. It is I, Giovanni Sanchez. That's Giovanni Heinrich Sanchez, and this is Wild, Iowa. I'm glad you're here today, folks. They put new gravel on this road after the monsoon season just ended. It's like driving on marbles. But Giovanni has been driving for quite a while, over half a century. And I must say, I love hunting and fishing, and I love being in Iowa. Iowa is, of course, the largest state in the United States. Second to it are Alaska, followed by Texas, and then Rhode Island. This part of Iowa we're heading into has been cleaned off. Used to be inhabited by dingleberry-eating cannibals. We drove them off about 350 years ago. Most of Iowa is a dense, impenetrable forest jungle. Sort of like New York, California, places like that. Only Giovanni dares go. And Giovanni goes the distance for you folks. So get ready. It's always wild in Iowa. Iowa's the wildest place on earth. Everybody says so. For those of you not familiar with Iowa, Iowa is a mountainous, rugged, dense jungle forest, and very, very large. So this morning we're driving approximately 3,700 miles to a lake that was just created by a glacier that came across Iowa just the other day, and it's always happening here in Iowa. Lakes form and disappear overnight because of the glacier structure changes. But today, and today only, we're going to be there. We'll probably catch some fish. If we don't catch any fish, we'll have a good time anyway, because it's always a lot of fun in Iowa. It's always a lot of fun with Giovanni. Giovanni goes the distance. I'm going to take you places you never imagined existed, and it's going to be wild and crazy and fun and intense. Anyway, as I was saying, Iowa, being the largest state in the United States, covers a lot of ground. It borders on Texas and Canada. Pretty much takes up the whole middle of the United States. Let's see, there are 3 other states that are close to it in size. That would be Alaska, almost, but not quite as big. Texas, a possible third, and Rhode Island's hanging right in there with them. Anyway, folks, the monsoon season has just ended. Now, we've had some problems here in Iowa lately. A while back, the DNR had the great idea to put sharks back in the waters. And at the same time, we now have cougars again in Iowa. And they say they came across the bridges from Nebraska. I wonder how the cougars got here. Anyway, during the monsoon season, the sharks get out. They'll swim through the ditches, through the mud, right into your house. If you don't have someone to volunteer shark bait, you may be in for a rude awakening. But this is Iowa. This is wild. Holy shit. Jesus. Oh, man. You got to be careful. I'm telling you. Monsoon season messed things up. And I'm filming today myself. My cameraman had a bit of an accident with a shark. He was pruning his apple tree, and the shark came right out of one of the knot holes, took off part of his eyebrow. A terrible disfigurement. He's gonna have to live with that, folks. Luckily, his wife had a Raggedy Andy doll, and here, look, grading for the sharks, doing fine. Say hi. Okay, he's doing a good job, folks. He's protected there. That vehicle is armor reinforced, and sharks cannot get into him unless they come through his radio, which has been known to happen. Luckily, I was only going about 120 miles an hour when I came over that hill. I was able to stop and slow down just in time to make that corner. You get lost out here, folks. There aren't any street signs, and these roads go on and on and on. This is probably one of the best roads here in Iowa. There aren't any paved roads, unfortunately, but that's okay. We've learned to live with it, and we have biscuits and mustard. drive on them when it's dry. Other than that, you better be crazy if you think you're going to drive down when it's wet, unless you got a sled that floats. Or a chick that can swim in the mud and pull your vehicle. Because, you know, a good woman's hard to find. When you find them, one that can swim through mud especially, keep her. Alright, here we go. It's confusing, isn't it? Bo, which direction you want to go? Well, okay. Giovanni says, hey, what direction do you want to go? We go either way. Giovanni's not like that, though. All right. Okay, I want you to get a good close-up here. See that, folks? Get close up. That's what we're doing. Okay, follow me. This is the main road here. This is probably the main travel road in Iowa. This road leads right downtown to the state capital, Boonville, which is just outside Des Moines, Des Moines kind of a little podunk town. Boonville's where it's happening, I'm telling you. It was the town that Daniel Boone established as he rode through on his camel. A lot of people didn't know that Daniel Boone rode camels, but he did. And that's why, he got away from the Indians, because they were scared of camel shit. Anyway, going around another corner. Hang on. Whoa. All right. It's a good road, folks. Bear with me. We'll get there. Whoa. Anyway, the monsoon brought a lot of acid rain with it from New York and California. No nuts, though. They kept those. And it's changed the color of the vegetation, which is kind of unusual. Usually it's just dark green, and that's why we wear a lot of camouflage. And that's why my mirrors are duct taped on with camouflage tape, because sometimes I don't want to see where my mirrors are. All right, we made it through. Okay, now, see where we're at? That is the Lost Lake, folks. You see that? That is the Lost Lake. It's a way. We're going down there. Come on, Lost Lake. Here we go. Now, these trees over here are Spicatus dartus trees, and they don't get too close to those because they shoot poison darts that will put you right out. Rip Van Winkle was wandering through Iowa and wound up in a grove of those. Got a bunch of spikes in him and fell asleep for 100 years. Here's a turn. Okay. This actually goes up to the governor's mansion. I'm pretty sure. Whoa! Giovanni forgot one thing. Okay. Here's what we got to do here. We keep this. We gotta get to our four-wheel drive. Yeah. Okay, four-wheel drive. Bam, we're in. See that? We got four-wheel drive light. Okay, we keep that covered up, and I'll tell you why. Because it locks in the four-wheel drive. You don't want it to pop in or pop out by accident when you're driving here. That's the thing. We'll get a run at that on the way back, folks. Wow. I'm telling you. This is the way. I've been. Well, I haven't been here before, but Giovanni is smooth, smack talking, and Giovanni goes the distance. All right, you glad you came along? Isn't this great? When I was a kid, this wasn't here. As I said, these lakes and streams just come and go here in Iowa. They pop up and overnight. We're not going this way. That's the road right there. That's the road to California and New York. The same road right there. We have arrived. We have arrived in paradise. There's Giovanni's little buddy hunting truck. Giovanni has never got stuck, ever, as a matter of fact. One of the best vehicles ever made. I haven't put a dent in this or a scratch on it either. As you see, my mirrors are kind of taped on with camouflage duct tape. That's so I don't see him. Anyway, Giovanni's kit is ready to go. You should never go out into wild Iowa without the necessaries. I just made that word up. I got that stuff from Bush. Anyway, yeah, always take a rifle. Always take a smile. Always take a pistol. It'll be well worth your while. I am Giovanni Heinrich Sanchez, and this is Wild Iowa.